I don't want to put words into either our parliamentarians' mouths or those of our British friends, but I think there was a great deal of receptivity to the message. There is great sympathy and understanding in the UK for what India has gone through in terms of our long and painful journey with cross-border terrorism that has emanated from Pakistan-controlled territory and the state of Pakistan. There is a great sense of understanding of the anger and hurt in India that this scourge just doesn't go away. That said, of course, the UK has its own position. It's a sovereign government. It will take its own decisions. But in the last decade and more, we see a steady evolution as our relationship with the UK has gained weight and traction and strategic dimensions. The UK's approach to challenges that have long persisted in South Asia has been much more understanding of our concerns, much more willing to respect the fact that these are problems that have to be solved by India and Pakistan, and indeed all other problems in the region by the region, and that India's rise is in broader terms in the greatest benefit of the Indo-Pacific region and the world as a whole. So that sense comes through to all our parliamentarians. We have come here, as far as I can understand from our parliamentary leaders, the people of India's representatives, that we are not here to seek favor from anybody. We are here to explain our position. We are here to point out what the people of India feel. And of course, we welcome the fact that our partners understand what we have to do, but we will do what we need to do to secure the people of India. Any government of India, the current government in particular, are committed and will always remain committed to do whatever is necessary to secure our people. And that message has landed.